Perhaps a more powerful question even than what you're going to study in college is why. In a previous video, we talked about this book, Small is Beautiful, which I highly recommend and which is in the description below. It's fascinating, and it has the potential to be life-changing. Roughly speaking, there are two ways to think of a college education. In the words of Mr. Schumacher, these questions lead us to the parting of the ways. Is education to be a passport to privilege, or is it something which people take upon themselves almost like a monastic vow, a sacred obligation to serve the people? The first road takes the educated young person into a fashionable district of Bombay, where a lot of other highly educated people have already gone, and where he can join a mutual admiration society, a trade union of the privileged, to see to it that his privileges are not eroded by the great masses of his contemporaries who have not been educated. This is one way. The other way would be embarked upon in a different spirit and would lead to a different destination. It would take him back to the people who, after all, directly or indirectly, had paid for his education by 150 peasant work years. Having consumed the fruits of their work, he would feel in honor bound to return something to them. There's something to this, and I think Spider-Man's Uncle Ben may have said it best. With great power comes great responsibility. On the first day of one of my law school classes, one of my professors mentioned a very similar idea and talked about the responsibility that students have to serve after having graduated.
I'm Michael Steele. I am an associate professor at Brigham Young University School of Law. The endeavor to engage, especially with a university education, is so rare in the history of humankind that you have to see it for the privilege it is and not think about it in terms of merely the money that you can make as a result. It is true that those who have college education are more likely to build wealth, have a greater earning potential, and advanced education, postgraduate education increases those chances. But it's not just about wealth creation. It is about that basic responsibility to be a citizen who understands the issues and who can engage meaningfully and contribute to the community. That's the value of an education. There's a kind of an old song that is a folk song, I guess, from in the Utah area about the value of education, particularly for Native Americans. And it talks about climbing the ladder of an education so that you can take a lofty view and help lift up your people. And I think that's true not just for Native communities who are seeking education. It's true for everybody. You climb a ladder, it doesn't make you better or above anybody, but it gives you a different view. In the United States especially, we have a system which is so far the best that humankind has created in terms of respecting our individual liberties, protecting us from tyranny, a republic if we can keep it, right? And so when I think about BYU's motto, enter to learn, go forth to serve, I think about education, especially in the law and in the Constitution, and in our obligations, our civic obligations. That's how you serve, is you become a participant. You have a responsibility to the community, that we are individuals, we have individual rights and responsibilities. We also are part of the collective, and we have responsibilities to our fellow citizens.
Is education a passport to privilege, or is it a monastic vow to serve? Welcome to Good and Basic. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe below and hit that like button. We talk about hands-on philosophy and ancient arts and crafts on a regular basis, so please tune in for more.